This is the temple as it looked in the days of Jesus. Of course, the temple was destroyed in 70 AD by the Romans, but the Bible indicates that in the end times, the Jewish people will rebuild the temple. And these pictures you're going to see are from the Temple Institute. They started in 1998 for the sole purpose of rebuilding the temple. And here you see the garments of the high priest. There were many priests in Israel, but only one high priest, and he wore a special set of garments. And here you see they have remade those. Here is the harp, and this was the instrument of choice, as thousands of Levites would sing in a great choir. And a Jewish couple moved to Israel a number of years ago for the sole purpose of making harps for the rebuilding of the temple. And they went and did research, and they found there had not been another harp maker in Jerusalem since the days of the temple almost 2,000 years ago. Here is the golden menorah overlaid with pure gold, the table of showbread, wood overlaid with pure gold, and the altar of incense, wood overlaid with pure gold. So they're spending literally millions of dollars for the rebuilding of the temple. They're still searching for the Ark of the Covenant. There's a lot of theories floating around as to where the Ark might be. Orthodox Jews believe the Ark is buried under the Temple Mount. Of course, we all know that Indiana Jones found it and it's hidden somewhere in Washington. But the fact is, they really do not have to have it for the rebuilding of the temple. Josephus, the Jewish historian, indicates that the Ark of the Covenant was not present in the Second Temple. If they found it, of course, it would be the archaeological find of the millennium. But we'll just have to wait and see whether that happens or not. This is another group in Israel called the Temple Mount Faithful. They also are making preparations for rebuilding the temple, and in the background you can see a big stone that is a 1-ton cornerstone they have cut, which they say will be the first stone for rebuilding the temple. Plans are all drawn up. They have everything set and ready to go, and just recently this temple quarry was found by archaeologists outside Jerusalem. And these are where the first stones were cut for the very first temple that built by Solomon several thousand years ago. This is the Temple Mount as it looks today. The golden dome sitting up there is the Dome of the Rock. It is the third most holy site to Islam and the Muslims. And this is the location where the temple will be rebuilt. It will probably take a major war for that to happen. And with what's going on in Iran, that war could be coming very soon. But the scripture says, 2 Thessalonians 2:4, He, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And this is talking here about the Antichrist. He will go into the temple in the midpoint of the tribulation period, in the middle of the 7 years, and set up some sort of an image. Through satanic power, he will cause that image to speak. And it's also at that point he will institute 666, the mark of the beast. The point here, though, for him to set himself up in the temple, there has to be a temple. As you can see from the pictures, everything is set, it's ready to go.